ready here. So let's begin in just a comfortable seat for a moment. I'm personally going to just sit in a hero-like pose. If you have a block, you're welcome to sit on that, or if you prefer to sit in Sukhasana with your feet crossed and your hips open, you can do that. But we'll just be here for just a moment, just to settle in. So feel how your body connects to the floor right now. Draw your shoulders up to your ears. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, big sigh and release out. Let's do that again. Big breath in, draw up. Big sigh out, release out. One more time. Big breath in. Big sigh and release your shoulders down. Release your breath and soften your belly. Invite you to let your breath be the doorway to help you enter into your own body and enter into this moment right here, just you and your breath. This is your practice. So take your hands to your heart center on your inhale, stretch your arms up, open your eyes if they're closed. And then as you exhale, clasp your hands together and stretch your palms up towards the sky. Take another breath in, gaze up, and then as you exhale, take your hands behind your head. Press your head into your hands and lift through your chest. As you exhale, drop your chin towards your chest, point your elbows down. Let's do that again. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, release down. Good, one more time. Inhale and open. Exhale and release. And this is the last time. Lift up and open. And then take your arms out and reach your palms up. Thumbs press back. Draw your shoulder blades together. And lift just a little bit more through your sternum. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, release your hands and clasp them behind your low back. Now reach your knuckles back. Lift your heart up. Take another inhale. And then with your exhale, release your arms down. Now come onto all fours, please. And just begin to move through a little bit of cat-cow. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to draw in. Opening your chest, your throat with every breath in, every exhale, round through your back. Just take a few more just like this. And then come into a neutral position. Extend your right leg back. Pause here, stand firm on your right hand and extend your left arm forward. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, take your left hand by your left hip, bend your right knee, and try to reach for your foot or ankle. Now draw your left shoulder back a little bit more, and then press into your hand with your foot so that you open the front of your thigh and open your left shoulder just a little bit more. Take another breath in, and then as you exhale, simply release down and walk your hands forward wide into puppy dog pose. Melt your heart towards the floor, drop your chin or your forehead down to the floor. Take a few breaths here and breathe into the back of your heart. Now come back to all fours. This time extend your left leg back, hip level, flex your foot. Take your right arm forward, pause here. Breathe in. As you exhale, take your right hand by your hip. Bend your left knee and reach for that foot or ankle. Press your foot into your hand and draw your right shoulder back a little bit more to help open the shoulder. Keep standing firm on your left hand. Open your throat. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, bend your knee, release your hand, and once again, move back into puppy dog pose. Just melt your heart. Excellent. Come back into all fours. And then take a moment just to take your hands, one handprint ahead of your shoulders. Flex your feet behind you. Take a breath in. And then with your exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Begin to bend and straighten opposite knees as you just awaken your legs just a little bit more. Kind of let this be playful. Let your head and your neck release. See if there's any other movements that would feel good to you right here. Sometimes it feels good to move up onto the balls of the feet or shift onto the edges of your feet. If there's any other variations that would feel good to you, please play with them. Let sensation guide you right now. And then when you're ready, begin to walk your feet, just one little footprint at a time, towards your hands until we all meet back into standing forward fold or Uttanasana. Let the head release. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And then take your hands and clasp them around the back of your skull. Take your thumbs and hook them around your neck so that they point towards your ears a little. Now, sort of cradle your head with your elbows and your upper arms, and then let the weight of your hands and your arms make a little traction in the back of your neck. Now, shake your head no. Let's make a little more space in the neck and the spine. And then just let the head come back to a still point. Release your hands to the floor. Bend your knees a lot. Send your hips to the floor. Bring your torso a little more like straight. Inhale, gaze forward. And then as you exhale, straighten your legs and release the back of your neck. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. As you exhale, straighten your legs and release the back of your neck. Let's do that just a few more times. Spread your toes. Feel how solid your feet are beneath you. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale and fold. And this time, take your hands either to the floor, to your shin bones or thighs, and come up halfway. Lengthen your spine. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, please. Exhale, fold. One more time, halfway and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now feel your feet solid. Ground through your feet. Reach your arms. Keep your spine long and come all the way up. As you exhale, take your hands to your heart. Take a moment to feel your feet solid again and tune into the sound of your breath. I invite you to let your breath be the soundtrack of your practice today. On your next breath in, sink your hips, reach your arms, Uttanasana, chair pose. Now stay here and try to draw your low belly in to release your low back a bit and reach your arms a little higher to open your heart a bit more. Gaze up at your thumbs, breathe in, and then as you exhale, fold forward, straighten two legs, release the head. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your right foot back and come into this upper lunge. Firm your back thigh. Now, reach both arms up into a crescent lunge. Sink a little bit deeper into your front thigh and firm your back thigh a bit more. Now take your arms in front of you so that you can cross your right arm over your left. Bend your elbows for Garudasana or eagle arms. And you can either take the backs of your hands together or the palms together. Reach your fingertips up, elbows up towards the sky. Open your heart and lengthen out of your low back just a little bit more. Sink a hair deeper into your front thigh. Another breath in. And then as you exhale, unwind your arms. Take your right hand down. Open your left arm. Draw your shoulder blades together. Take another inhale. With your exhale, lower your back knee. Reach back for that foot or ankle. Draw your left shoulder back. And you're welcome to sort of turn your left toes out a little bit and open the left knee out a little bit to make more space for your torso to twist. Take another inhale, please. And then as you exhale, release your back foot. Hands go on either side of your front foot and shift your hips back for a little half split. Open the back of your left leg and breathe. Let yourself settle back into your breath. Lovely. On your next inhale, come forward, flex your back foot. Reach both arms up again. And then as you exhale, take both hands down, step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. You can lower into a modified if you need to. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Take several breaths here. Feel the backs of your thighs move back. And feel how solid and powerful your legs are. Release your head and neck. Take another full breath in. Full breath out. And on your next breath in, simply step, or actually on no breath rather, step your feet forward and inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold. On your next breath in, sink your hips, reach your arms, Utkatasana. And as you exhale, take your hands to your heart. Take several breaths here. Relax your jaw. Once again, settle back into the backs of your lungs. So feel your breath, fill your back body. On your next inhale, sink your hips, reach your arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. As you exhale, fold forward, standing forward, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, this time step your left foot back. Reach both arms up, crescent lunge. See if you can firm your back thigh a little bit more and sink a hair deeper into your front thigh. Now take your arms forward and this time cross your left arm on top. Bend your elbows and find Garudasana arms here. Reach your fingertips back, elbows up. Sink a hair deeper into your front thigh. Another inhale. With your exhale, unwind your arms. Take your right arm up. Stay here, simple twist. Another breath in. As you exhale, lower your back knee, reach for your back foot, and then begin to make room for a little more twist. Draw your right shoulder back. You can move on the outer edge of your right foot if you need to. Let your knees sort of fall open. Take another breath here. And then with your exhale, release your hands on either side of your front foot. Shift your hips back for half split. See if you can pull out of your low back just a hair more. Once again, tune back into the sound of your breath. Smooth it out. Just this inhale, this exhale, you and your breath right here. On your next breath in, come back to your lunge, flex your back foot, lift both arms up, crescent lunge. Inhale, as you exhale, come back down, step back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Listen for your breath. At the end of your next exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Sink your hips, reach your arms, Utkatasana. You exhale, come all the way up, Tadasana. Lovely. So we'll move through again, and we'll add a few more poses. So on your next breath in, sink your hips, reach your arms, Utkatasana. See if you can sink a hair deeper and gaze up at your thumbs. Breathe in. As you exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. This time, ground your back foot. Reach both arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Firm your back foot a little bit more. Try to lift your right arch a little bit more at the same time you sink into your front thigh. Now, take your arms forward and cross your right arm over your left, Garudasana arms. Reach your fingertips back, your elbows back. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your back heel. Guide your elbows towards your belly button. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, step off the back foot. You might want to take a little extra step there and move into Warrior 3. Try to stand firm on the back wall. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, unwind your arms. Take both hands on the floor and lower the back knee. Now lower the back foot, lower the back knee, and take your right hand on the floor, stretch your left arm open, and find that twist to reach back to that back foot. Draw your left shoulder back a little bit more. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, release the back foot. Turn the hands on either side of that front foot. And then step your back foot in a footprint to move into pyramid pose. Now think about pulling the feet apart. So the left heel pushes into the left ball of the foot. The right ball of the foot presses back to the heel. It's like you're dragging your mat apart. Lovely. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, bend back into that front knee and just scooch the back foot back a little bit more. And now rotate your body towards the front of your mat. Turn your toes towards the front of your mat and then bend into your right knee. So the toes are pointing forward. We're just getting a good inner thigh stretch for the left leg. Take a few breaths here. And then walk yourself over to the left. Come back to the center. Take your hands to your hips. Point your elbows up and come all the way up. Turn your right toes towards the back of your mat. Angle your left toes in just a bit. And then deeply into your right knee. Open your arms for Warrior 2. Draw your shoulder blades together so that they are firm. Keep an easy gaze over your front fingertips. And then simply reverse your warrior. Keep that deep bend into your right knee. Stay here for another breath in and out. One more inhale, please. And then as you exhale, either take your forearm to your front thigh, hand to the floor, or reach for a block if you need it, and reach your left arm overhead. Keep drawing your right shoulder under, your left shoulder back. See if you can keep the left thigh so firm and sink a little deeper into your right thigh. Take another breath in and out. And then let your left arm guide you back up, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg. Take your hands to your hips. Turn both toes to face that wide edge of your mat. Inhale, lift through your sternum. As you exhale, fold forward. and begin to move into Prasarita Padottanasana. Reach the crown of the head towards the floor. Wide-legged forward fold. Draw your shoulder blades towards your waistline. Press your thigh bones back. And breathe into your back body. Now, once again, take your hands to your hips, point your elbows up, press through your feet, come all the way up. Turn all 10 toes to face the front of the room and take your hands on either side of your front foot. Now, inhale, reach both arms up. This time, as you exhale, step forward once again into warrior three. This time, arms are forward. They can be out to the side if you need them. You can always take your hands to your heart. But try lifting through the left hip hinge and lower your outer right hip a little bit more. Now take your left hand either to the floor or a block as you open your right hip, Ardha Chandrasana. Take your right arm up to the sky, or you can keep it on your hip. Either way is fine. And then if you'd like, you can try bending your right knee. You can draw it to your chest and then open it back up for Ardha Chandrasana. Draw your right shoulder back, opening your right thigh. Another breath in. With your exhale, take both hands down, lower your right leg to meet your left. Folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground through your feet, reach your arms and come all the way back up. When you exhale, take your hands to your heart. Lovely. So you all can stay there. I'm simply going to switch to the other side of my mat so that I don't show you my backside. Okay, so take your hands to your heart. On your next breath in, sink your hips down, reach your arms, Utkatasana. See if you can sink a hair deeper. Draw your low belly in and reach your arms a little stronger. Gaze up at your thumbs, inhale. With your exhale, fold forward, release your head, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. This time with your exhale, step your left foot back. Ground your back foot and reach both arms up. Warrior one. Sink a little deeper into your right thigh and firm your left thigh. A little bit more. Bring your attention to your left outer foot. See if you can feel how grounded that is. At the same time, lift the inner left arch. Now take your arms forward and cross your left arm over your right. Find Garudasana arms, sink a little deeper into your right thigh. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your back heel. Draw your elbows in towards your belly, gaze down. Another breath in. As you exhale, step your left foot forward. It might come forward just a little bit. And then come back into warrior three. Try to lift your right hip a little higher. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, unwind your arms, lower your left foot, lower your left knee, and take your left hand to the floor. Open your right shoulder. Reach back for the back foot, if that's available to you. Stay here, draw your right shoulder back a little bit more. Another inhale. And then as you exhale, straighten that leg, take both hands on either side of your front foot and straighten your back leg, moving into pyramid pose. So you step your back foot in just a bit, lengthen out of your low back. Stay here with a steady breath. Lovely, bend back into your front knee, step your back foot back a little bit more. And then turn your hands to the wide edge of your mat. Turn all 10 toes to face this direction as well. And then bend your left knee. This time, turn your toes out a bit, and we'll play with Skandasana. You can either keep your hands on the floor for balance. Some of you may be able to take your hands to your heart. Your right toe and right knee are pointing straight up. So nice opener for the inner right leg. Steady breath. Now use your hands to walk yourself over to your right and sink into Skandasana here. So it's like a half malasana, a little half squat with your right foot, and the left leg is straight. The left toes, left knee pointing straight up. Hands can be on the floor for balance if you need them, or at your heart center. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, walk back to center. Turn your toes back to center. Take your hands to your hips and come all the way up. Now turn your left toes to the short end of your mat. Angle your right toes in a little bit. And then find Virabhadrasana 2. Sink deeply into your front thigh. Reach your arms out. Draw your shoulder blades together. Stay here. Easy gaze over your front fingertips. Now reverse your warrior. Open up your left side body. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. This time as you exhale, take your left forearm to your thigh or the hand to the floor or a block and stretch your right arm overhead. Feel the long line from your right outer foot to the right hip, the right fingertips. One more breath in and out, please. Then as you inhale, come back to warrior 2. Pause. And then straighten your left leg. Hands to your hips. Turn your toes back to the wide edge of your mat. Breathe in, lift up. As you exhale, fold forward, Padottanasana. Release the crown of your head to the floor. Draw your shoulder blades towards your waistline. Take a few breaths here. Use your hands to push yourself right back up. Walk yourself back over to the right side of your mat. Turn your toes to the right, to the front of that mat. Great. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Sink a little deeper into your front thigh. Firm your back thigh, crescent lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, step forward into warrior 3. Nice and easy. Stay here for a few breaths. Try to draw your inner left thigh up towards the sky. As you rotate your left outer hip to the floor. Now take your right hand to the floor. Open your left hip. Open your left shoulder. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Now you can either stay here, or if it's okay, you can bend your top leg and reach for that ankle or foot. Rotate the left shoulder back, opening the shoulder, opening your hip and your thigh. Another breath in. And then as you exhale, release the foot, take both hands down, lower your left foot, and hang out in Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, please. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, ground through your feet, reach your arms and come all the way up. As you exhale, take your hands to your heart. Now sink your hips, reach your arms, Utkatasana. Stay here and find your breath. Move into the center of your breath and take your hands to your heart. Take another full breath in. And then as you exhale, see if you can reach your arms forward lower yourself all the way down. And then move into Navasana or boat pose. So try to lift and lengthen through the front body as much, if not more, than your back body. Remember, if you need to take the feet to the floor, that's an option. You need to take the hands to the thighs, that's an option. Lots of options. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, lower down so that you clear the shoulder blades off of the floor. Try straightening the legs. If that's too much, you can keep the feet on the floor. Inhale, and then as you exhale, come back up. Reach your arms out. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Clear the shoulder blades. Take a breath in and out. And on your next inhale, come back up. Hang on to the backs of the thighs. One more time. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower down, clear the shoulder blades, pause, and now try a little twist. Just over to one side, get a little bit of the obliques. Take a breath in and out. And then a little twist over to the other side, just like a little rotation. Take a breath in and out. And then hug your knees in and lower all the way down. This time, I invite you to extend the legs out, reach the arms overhead. Just get a nice stretch through your front body, as if somebody's pulling on your your wrist and your ankles. So just a gentle pull in two different directions, like a little rubber band. Excellent. Now, bend your knees, take your feet to the floor. I'd like you to roll over onto your side and come to a sitting position. Let's take the soles of the feet together. Breathe in and lengthen up. This is a great place for a blanket if you'd like to just sit right on the edge. If you've got one close by, you're welcome to. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, hinge forward. Get a nice lengthening through the low back, stretching through the hips and the inner thighs. So inhale, come back up. Let's extend both legs out in front of you. Sitting a little bit in Dandasana. So press your thigh bones down, flex your feet, pull your the pinky side of your feet down, back as much as your big toes. Lengthen through your front body. Take another breath in and exhale and settle. Like, see if you can settle into the back of your heart. This is the place where we can find some ease and peace. Now reach your arms up, breathe in, and then as you exhale, begin to hinge forward. Pause for a moment, inhale and lengthen. And then as you exhale, fold forward and reach your hands for your ankles or your feet. Pull your elbows out to the side and then begin to fold forward, reaching your head forward a bit more. Round through your back, but keep pulling out of your low back. So permission to round just a bit in the upper and the mid back. Re-engage your feet. Re-engage your thighs. This is a deep stretch for the entire back side of your body, all the way from the crown of your head to the bottoms of your feet. On your next inhale, slowly come back up. Moving off of your blanket, we'll move back onto your back. So back to a supine position, preparing for back bend. So take your feet close into your hips, moving into bridge pose to start, and then we'll have an opportunity for wheel if you have that in your practice. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up, 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 up. Walk your shoulders underneath you. You may want to clasp your hands together and keep pressing your hips up towards the sky. Keep opening your rib cage and your chest up towards the sky. Keep your breath full and imagine filling the entirety of your rib cage, the front, the sides, the back. Expanding your torso with breath. One more inhale, please. And then as you exhale, nice and easy, lower down, remove the shoulders out from underneath you, and then take your feet as wide as your mat, drop your knees together, and find a few free fall breaths here. Feel the back of your skull get heavy. Feel your entire back body supported by the floor. And if you'd like, you can move your legs just a little bit side to side, like windshield wiper legs. If you'd rather keep them still, you can. And then we'll prepare for one more back bend. So you can do what we just did, our bridge pose, taking the feet close into the hips and lifting the hips up. I'm gonna demo Dhanurasana or wheel by taking the hands beside your head, fingertips point in the direction of your shoulders or your feet, and then you just press yourself right up on the exhale. So find the position that works good for you. Wherever you are, see if you can hold this for 3 or 4 of your breaths. And then when you feel complete, you can lower yourself nice and easily. Once your back is back on the floor, take your feet as wide as your mat, drop your knees together, and just enjoy this neutral pose for a few breaths. Feel free to rock your legs again in those windshield wiper motion, if that feels good, or stay still. This time, walk your feet back, just hip distance apart. Extend your right leg up, cross your right ankle over, and let your knee fall open. Let's play with like a windshield wiper motion from this position. So just rock on the left pinky side of your left foot, the big toe side of your left foot, just a little bit in either direction, getting a nice massage for your low back and a little bit of an opening for your right hip. And then try drawing your left leg a little closer to your chest, gently pressing your right knee open. Get a little deeper stretch for your right hip. Relax your shoulders. If you want a little deeper stretch, just move your legs towards the left about 2 or 3 inches max. It's just a real subtle movement. This will deepen the stretch into your right hip. See if there's any extra tension you might be able to let go of in your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. And then take your left foot to the floor, cross your right thigh completely over, shift your hips to the right, and you're welcome to let the foot dangle or hook it under the left if that's available. And then lower your legs over to your left. Take your arms out to a T. If you don't have room to take them all the way out, you can always use little cactus arms. Try to anchor your right shoulder and shoulder blade down especially. Breathe now fully into your torso. Feel the expanding in your ribs. The releasing in your low back. Try to soften the muscles in your face, around your eyes, your jaw. With your next inhale, bring your legs back to center. Uncross your leg. Shift your hips back to center and then extend your left leg up, cross your ankle. And then just shift your legs just a little with the right foot on the floor, side to side, moving on the big toe side of your right foot and then shifting to the pinky toe side of your foot, just little bits, side to side. Little massage for your back, little opening for your left hip. And then try hugging your right leg in. Use your left elbow to press that thigh out. Flex your left foot. And either stay here or if you want a little more stretch, try shifting your legs about 2 or 3 inches to your right. Very subtle movement. Most likely will deepen the stretch into your left hip. Feel the back of your head get a little heavier. Let yourself relax into gravity. And then take your right foot to the floor, cross your left thigh completely over. Either let that foot dangle or hook it under the other ankle. Shift your hips to the left and take your arms out to a T. Now, especially weight down your left shoulder and shoulder blade. That acts as a little counterweight to the legs, and it helps to open the chest and shoulders. Let your breath help to create more space all along the torso. Muscles that surround the ribs, the low back, your hip, chest, upper back, and shoulders. So many benefits to these twists. Creates more flexibility and mobility in the spine. And also helps to massage our internal organs, these behind the scenes systems that help keep us alive. With your next inhale, bring your legs back to center, shift your hips back to center, and just take a moment to find a real simple Shavasana. If you have another version that feels better to you, you can keep your knees bent or straighten your legs out. Try to relax your shoulders away from your ears. You might even want to kind of lift your shoulder blades up and draw them down, set them back down. Let your belly go soft. And feel into the support of the earth beneath you. Feel all the places where your back body is at ease and supported. Just you and your breath right now. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just permission to practice being. So with great ease, begin to bring your attention back to your breath. Expanding each inhale and each exhale. And then begin to find movements or stretches that feel good to you, just to wake up your body a little bit. Take your time as you draw your knees towards your chest and roll over onto your side. You can use your arm as a little pillow. Take a moment here just to breathe. And then as you're ready, use your hands, your arms to push yourself up to a sitting position. Bring your hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra or prayer pose, and encourage you to bring to mind someone you'd like to offer the benefits, the fruits of your practice to. Just this reminder that our yoga is not only to benefit ourselves, but also so that we may be of greater service in our lives. I invite you to bow your head to your own precious heart, as well as those that you shared this practice with. Namaste.